attention. Yay. Whoop, whoop. There we are. Vina, first one in the house.
By the power of the homestead.
Let's get everything set up, situated in here now. It's awful crazy backlit. I'll never look backlit back there.
Huh?
I don't know.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Missed you guys. Kiwi!
Hey, Kiwi. Hey, Niana.
Niana, Jatan. Whoop whoop.
Can I have a coaster?
Whoop whoop. You want a coaster?
The bears.
You want a coaster? You want a coaster? Here comes a coaster.
Rocky Brook Farmstead.
What's up, Rocky Brook?
I like that term, farmstead, instead of homestead. I don't like that because homestead, like, is one thing, but farmstead kind of qualifies you a little bit more into different directions. I kind of like that.
What direction?
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, some people with homesteading, it could be as simple as canning or whatever, but when you say farmstead, like, that kind of pulls a little bit
You know
more
you're stepping in poo.
I am?
No.
Yeah? Why?
When you say farmstead, you know that person is stepping in poo.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got a farm.
Or pulling a calf.
Oh,
Hey, Mama, what's up?
I wear aprons. What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Mama, I'm on YouTube.
There's Professor.
Professor in the house. How you feeling, Professor? How you feeling?
Hey, Suburban.
Urban. You know what? How come the professor?
Pigs are flying. Okay, so Jonathan, you have to clear something up for
How
us.
come the professor does not
I
have?
don't know.
He does now. I was wondering why he didn't have a wrench. He got one now.
Professor Refresh. so you
Refresh
have
for
a-
all the powers of the homestead there, Professor.
So Jonathan, I need to know.
She needs to know, Jonathan, you done hurt her feelings.
Pigs are flying. That hurt my feelings because I didn't know how to read it. So that's the problem with text. Because he said share to everybody, and when you said when pigs fly, and I was like, wow, does that mean he doesn't like us anymore? That's why
what
he's
that
not
means.
sharing our stuff. So of course,
Why you feeling crap, Professor?
don't know. But anyway, so he's here. So I'm assuming I was just. But we're gonna talk about all that crap in a minute anyway.
Talk about it.
I have it, he says.
Talk about it. Talk
Got
about
something in
it.
my ear. That is a fly. Ugh.
Come fly with me. Come fly. Come
Maybe it's a
fly
flying
away.
pig.
Oh boy, she ain't never gonna let that one go, Jonathan.
Which, by the way, Vina, that was a pretty cool picture you posted too.
Let it go. Just come on, hold on, do it.
I'm sorry, I'm a woman. We don't ever forget anything. I was saying that I'll believe that y'all will be online. Okay, that's what I thought, but you know, how's my hand? We'll talk about that in a minute. Who are these strangers?
I know, right?
Had no AC.
What?
Ugh.
No AC.
Yuck. And it's been hot. Last couple of days have been rough.
AC. So, can you do me a favor? Text Mama and ask her if she sees what we set up to see if it's
Okay.
maybe we did something wrong.
No, it's there. I already see it.
It's not enabled.
Yes, it is. Right there. It's there.
I missed you,
Dun,
boss, and Miss
dun,
Robin.
dun.
Okay, so we are celebrating us coming back to YouTube tonight with martinis.
Martinis, but we don't have martini glasses. And had a travesty tonight. I went
Shaken.
to make. I know. See,
Monster.
so we do our shaken, and I used to have this wonderful set that has the the top comes off, and that's it measures a
Oh,
shot, right?
Okay.
And so you can measure your stuff.
And when she was
put it
making
in
them,
there.
she used to go around the house going,
Shake,
"La
shake, shake,
la
senora.
cucaracha."
And so I went to do that, and my little top is missing.
Been missing for like 4 years. I tell you how much we drink.
So I had to like put my hand over it, shake, shake, shake.
That's
And
where
I
that
put-
sweaty face comes from.
And I put ice in it to make it nice and cold, right? So I'm shaking it, and my hand is just like, oh.
How'd that go again?
Oh.
One more time for the people in the back.
Anyway, so it was really cold, and so yeah, so I gotta get a new shaker.
You both are looking great. Thank you.
And we need martini glasses too, because this is just ridiculous. I should not be drinking out. It's embarrassing.
Keep talking, and I'm gonna reach in and I'm gonna grab one of y'all.
Vodka martini, yep, with blue cheese stuffed olives. Yum. Whatever, you love them. And Aldi has blue cheese stuffed.
No, that's the big one.
Really? They've got blue cheese stuffed. They have garlic and jalapeno stuffed.
Uh-oh.
They have
Goose
feta
is here.
cheese stuffed. What?
You hear Goose
Oh,
is here.
hey, Deuce, what's up?
Did you just say deuce?
I meant Goose. I need to just stop and
Keep drinking, because I'm going to have a great night.
I meant Alright. Anyway.
So,
I'm more interested in the olives than anything else. But anyway.
okay, so we've waited our typical...
I know, right, Steve? He says glass shape doesn't change the taste.
Are they
or the alcohol content.
Or are they extra dirty? By the way she's
Absolutely,
behaving.
Look, do you not see the color? They're definitely dirty. Yeah, I meant to say goose. I'm just kidding. So Julie must have had, she said she loves the garlic stuffed ones.
Yes.
We have
So,
one.
oh!
It's
Sugar Mama!
Cheers. So.
We were talking about you the other day. And
Did
yes,
you
we
see
saw
my-
your new grandbaby. Please.
Yeah.
We were talking about you the other day, Sugar Mama. I was like, I still want to go to Maine.
Too many martinis.
Still want to go. See, and here's the thing. I think if we took a vacation to Maine, Robin would be like, especially if I did it in like the spring or the fall, Robin would be like, why aren't we living here?
Nope.
And I'd be like, exactly.
No, because
And
then
then
I
we
would
would-
say, I know
and then-
why we're not living here.
And
It's
then we
because of
would
the
move
snow.
there, and then it would snow, and then she'd be like, how did you talk me into moving here? And then I could be like, well, it was your idea.
Well, and the person you have to thank for that is the lady from Maine. Is it Brenda? I think is her name. Maniac Grandma, and it's like Maine. She posted pictures all last winter
Yeah, she did.
of all the snow, and I would, every time I saw a picture, I'd take it to Jason and go, this is why we don't live in Maine. This is it right now. But we do want to come for like lobster. We definitely, and to see the scenery.
Hey, Susan, Sugar Mama, do you got room for us so we can crash at your place?
Y'all are drinking and I'm not. Something's wrong. Well, you started
I know,
with a
right?
mojito earlier, so
For
don't
real.
even start.
Don't even go there.
Speaking of mojitos, oh my gosh, my mint. Does anybody else's mint just died back? It must be because it's the middle of summer. It's just dead. But it'll be back, I know. Cheers to not just say I'm shaving my legs.
Sometimes she shares just a little too much.
Well, I mean, she gets it from you. Y'all are definitely kin when it comes to that.
Yeah. So, alright, so we got pretty much everybody that's in, and not always.
Not always that way. I'll make room, baby. Medicine, I'm drinking coffee.
Okay, so we took a vacation.
Well,
Kinda.
yeah.
A
kinda.
sabbatical.
Yes, better word, sabbatical. We've taken a lot of mini vacays, but
That's a big word.
it is a big word, and it's before 10 o'clock, so it's okay.
So we've been gone from YouTube and pretty much all of social media for about 2 months.
Yeah, it's been, well,
maybe 3 months.
It's been since May, the end of May, because we went up to, when we finally said to heck with it, was Memorial Day weekend. Because we went up to go see Mama, and we had some really bad crap.
We got called a racist.
Yeah, we got called racist.
Really?
And we decided we were done. We were just going to pull away and not even look back at that time.
Yep.
We just had way too much going on. That's when the cow milking job had come along, and so we said, you know what? To heck with this YouTube stuff.
Yep. But then y'all started loving on us.
We would get random emails.
And I don't
messages.
mean just a little loving.
No.
Y'all went way overboard with the loving. So Robin and I, we talked with we had long conversations. We had up to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes conversations about whether or not, what's up, Cab 7?
Whether or not, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Whether or not we were going to continue on this YouTube journey. Whether or not we were going to keep putting videos out. Whether or not we were going to keep doing live streams.
Because we love the interaction, but we were just taking way too much of a beating. It was starting to mess with our heads way too much.
Way too much.
Way too much.
So we did a lot of talking and a lot of praying. And it boils down to this. Every one of you guys that continue to give us thumbs down, all 16 to 20 of you.
Or go and find other people's videos when we're in theirs
and thumbs
do
down
the same thing.
and do the same thing.
Or whatever.
The ones that set us up with the prank phone calls and the pornographic email stuff and all that.
Viagra and all that.
We
fun
forgive
stuff.
you.
Yep, we're done.
You're forgiven. We forgive you. We obviously understand that you are going through something in your life that you need to take it out on somebody, and we ended up catching the brunt of it. So we forgive you.
But what we also noticed is while we were gone,
it was still going on anyway.
It wasn't just us.
So it wasn't personal towards us.
No.
So which made us feel good. And we
little bit. I mean, we know there's probably a couple personals out there, and that's okay.
But
we're okay with it.
We are being like what's his name? Plato? Who washed his hands?
No.
Plato? What was his name? I drank
Pontius
too much.
Pilate.
Pontius Pilate, that's it.
Wow.
Hey,
Mr. Pug!
We are washing our hands of all of the drama. So from now on, it's just our live streams. We just want to have fun. We want to chat a little bit, maybe educate a little bit. But most of the time, our live streams, we're going to try to do this live stream every Saturday now at 8 p.m. We're going to
keep
jump
up with that.
Right back where we were going. Mom may be able to pick up her oils class and maybe do that tomorrow sometime. Now that may be in the middle of the day, or we may be able to pull it about this time on Sunday. We will let you know via the Big Bear Homestead group on Facebook or the Big Bear Homestead page on Facebook sometime tomorrow. Let you know if we are going to do the oils class tomorrow. Wow. Cab 7, that is awesome. Thank you very much. We were dared by another YouTube creator to turn our super chat on, and we swore we would never get anything. And Cab 7 just hit us up with a $20
totally
just blew my mind. Thank you, Cab 7. That was
awesome.
That was awesome. Thank you. Now I gotta eat
crow.
So
now I gotta eat crow.
Now I gotta eat some crow. But that's okay. I'll eat the crow. I love you guys. So that's our plan. We're going to try to put out a video. No, we're not going to be able to put out a video every day.
Absolutely not going to happen.
Because of the work that we got going on at the dairy.
We're back into homeschool season.
We're back into homeschool season. We're warming up to deer season. What's up, Smoking Reptile? And trapping season's right around the corner. And let me go ahead and do that shameless plug. October is right around the corner. What's happening in October?
Yes.
What's happening in October? The Homestead of America's Conference.
Homesteaders of America, yep.
Where Joel Salatin will be speaking. Off Grid with Doug and Stacy will be speaking.
Lisa Steele.
Tommy Albert Alderman will be speaking. Lisa Steele will be speaking. And the main headliner of them all, this guy.
Wow. Hey,
Be like, Joel who? No. Doug and Stacy who? No. No. I've been bumped up to where I'm going to be speaking a little bit. I'm going to be doing some classes on predator control and trapping for the homestead. And be watching in the next couple of weeks. That big surprise video will be coming out. The one that we've been kind of hitting about here on social media.
Oh,
here
that's
and
one
there.
you totally missed.
What?
Cherish is going to be there.
Yep, Cherish is going to be there.
So that's all you need to know. Hope something's
Yeah, she's going to be there cleaning my boots. Hope's going to be cleaning my
That's
boots.
for you, Hope.
So, we're going to be cranking up some stuff like that. We got to get all of our stuff ready for that. And you guys will understand that when that big reveal video comes out. I think there's only really 2 or 3 people that really know what it's going to be about because I kicked some ideas past them.
Yes.
And so we're going to be putting out, and they're going to be educational videos. They're going to go from anywhere from maybe 5 to 20 minutes in length, depending on what we're talking about. No, the conference, I don't think we're going to be permitted to live stream at the conference.
Kicking you with boots. But
Homestead Remembrance, but I don't know.
Doing some kind of filming to maybe put.
You know, but I think they're making a DVD out of all the speakers and stuff.
Right.
Amy Farrell or Hope.
Amy Fuel.
Will be the ones to kind
coordinate
of
all that.
Coordinate all of that and be able to answer
maybe
that
Hope
question.
can answer that.
Yeah, maybe Hope.
Mom said some of us will be live streaming. Okay, so
then
yeah, I mean, I don't
guarantee
know what the
if we're gonna be live stream, Fat Boy gonna be live streaming.
Yes, we can. Okay. So Suburban asked, "Are y'all going to have a booth sales table there?" Absolutely. Yes, we will.
Yep, we gonna have.
See, because I'm not speaking, so I'll be able to man a. Yeah, nobody cares about me. No, it's not true. Anyway, so I'll be manning the booth or the table to do that. So
just not the speakers. Everything else can be streamed.
There you
awesome.
go. Okay, cool.
Okay, so we'll probably be.
Oh.
What's up?
Eat more crow. D. I love D. D is so cool. We were actually talking about you because you know the eclipse is going to be on Monday, and so Carol's getting really excited about that. And we were talking about
excited.
Yeah, they were talking about the telescope. Well, her whole next week is going to be exciting because her chicks are coming next week too. So she's like super excited.
Mother of many horses, thanks for stopping by. Go ahead and go ahead and go to sleep.
Go to bed.
Go to bed.
We know. I mean, we hopped on here at 8. We got to be in bed by like 10 because we got to be up at 4:35.
4:30.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell y'all, let me ask you this: how many of you guys saw the live stream on Facebook with us pulling that calf? Show a hand.
If you haven't,
go and
it's
watch
still there. It's posted.
Just go to, what did I call it? Take two.
Take 2, I
is
think,
when the
because
calf
the other one is
finally
like
came
an
out.
hour of just anticipation,
Yeah.
and it never.
My town is the best city to view the eclipse.
You know, I read an article today that I have to be or really Robin read it. That we're gonna have to keep Apollo inside because they said dogs have a tendency to look up at stuff like that. I'm like, what? What? I've never seen a dog look at his. I mean, he looks at his gonads a lot, licks them a lot, but I ain't never seen him look up in the sun.
I watched the video.
What?
I saw a little late. Yes, baby cow. Which they're doing well, so Mama's doing.
So let me ask you guys something. Did you guys like that? I mean, was that something that was really cool? And would you like for us maybe once in a while to go maybe live via Facebook while we're at the dairy, while we're milking, to show you guys? Maybe we can show you what mastitis looks like. Show you.
I knew it. I knew she was going to say something. I couldn't tell who was laboring more, delivering that calf by the sounds Jason made. I know.
Anytime you want to come down, Hope, and pull a calf, and let's see if you make any noise.
I don't think you were expecting it to be as.
There was a lot of resistance there, and you're right. I was not expecting it. I figured I'd be able to pick it up and be like I was on a rowing machine and be like,
Yeah. And he
Well,
didn't have anything to really bear down to.
Now you're gonna say bear
And then
down or
afterwards, he realized he should have choked up on the chain some.
Yeah.
For more leverage. Cats and dogs should be kept inside. They can burn their retinas too. Exactly.
See,
so.
I knew Suburban.
Yeah,
would know.
we knew
So we're
Suburban.
keeping Apollo inside.
Mm-hmm.
And Suburban, I probably need to chat with you a little bit about Apollo. This separation anxiety with
Oh
him
my God.
is getting a little bit out of control, and I'm worried for his safety because he literally jumped out another window.
Basically, not really second story, but essentially because, what could be cooler than... Well, we didn't show you that too much.
Yeah.
I tried to stay away
I love it
from
when
that.
see Palmetto's like kind of like us. He took a break for a while, and then,
Mhm.
but when he comes back hardcore.
Well, he's
and
been
it's
sharing videos
Yeah.
hardcore.
So you guys would like to see some stuff from the dairy?
Now, it will be probably on Facebook because for some reason, the YouTube, trying to do it on YouTube is kind of...
Good night, Cab. Appreciate the super chat, man. That was awesome. Thank you. Appreciate
How much
it.
noise you made imagining you in labor. Yeah, I know. It was pretty funny because he's like, "Bruh!" But all joking aside, afterwards, his back was locked up pretty good. And he's still kind of locked up.
I'm still a little sore, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Because I helped a baby calf be born.
Yeah,
That was the first time I had to pull one, to be honest with y'all. That was the first time I ever had to pull anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we had goats, they never had any issues.
Mm-mm.
All of our cows never had any
Mm-mm.
issues. You know, and I've always been kind of stressed about it here on my homestead going, what the crap? What if I need to
Right,
pull a
because
calf?
we
What
don't
do I-
have chains, first of all.
Yeah, so we're going to have to go
We have to go buy some
of those
chains, yeah.
chains.
But the other thing too is that, and I always worried about this because twice that Daisy was bred, she was bred to that big huge,
Hereford.
Yeah, huge Hereford. Like 2,000-pound Hereford.
His
And so-
head
yeah.
couldn't fit in the side of my Dodge window.
Yeah,
He was
I was
huge.
always sweating it just because of the fact that I was afraid she was going to have a hard time capping. So, okay, you don't need to make an appearance. Give it here. I will whoop you.
Uh-oh.
Right here on TV. All right. So anyway,
Peace.
I've seen them pulled out with a come along. Yeah. So that's the thing. I've heard people saying
Is this
that,
our squash?
Yeah.
Or zucchini?
Zucchini.
Hot. Sorry. Oh,
Oh, you're so lucky with goats. We've had a lot of interesting deliveries. Yeah.
I bet.
And so this last time that our cow had her baby, Jason didn't even think she was pregnant until the very last day. You were kind of like,
you're just never gonna let that go.
no,
are
I'm
you?
not gonna let it go. She burned those. She
I know,
forgot about
but
'em.
that's when it's the best.
So anyway, because they're burning butter. So anyway, she I was checking on her, and we had the fortune of knowing what day she was bred, because when she went up missing, I was looking for you, and I texted somebody about it. So I was able to go back and look at my text history and find exactly what day it was. So I knew 40 weeks from that date I needed to be looking for a calf.
You know what? We grow some okay zucchini.
And so I started monitoring all of that and seeing how it was going. And so then the day before she was due, we had a really bad snowstorm come in.
They've already heard.
And I had to leave early. And next thing we knew, it was on the ground. So we didn't have to do any kind of pulling, because I went out there to check on her. Mucus plug was gone. Came back 20-30 minutes later, and there was a calf on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So she had no problem pushing out
Pushing that
her
calf.
both of them, because we didn't have to deliver either one.
Yep.
So we were very fortunate. The problem with these is sometimes they're first-time heifers.
Well, not
And-
only that, they're bred to a Holstein bull.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't know a lot about cows, Holstein bulls make bigger babies. They're like the Italians. They make the big babies.
Mm.
You know, and if you got any Italian friends, you know them babies come out 10, 11 pounds. They make a bigger baby. I know. What's up, homesteading with the cases? Hey, I watched your video when you guys were in that sunken garden thing. That was stinking cool. So, speaking of that, I think they're another YouTube channel that I want to go visit. And if we do come and visit you guys, I want you to take me to that garden. That was stinking cool.
Where are they located? You remember?
Yeah, up north somewhere. Up north in the middle, I think. I don't know.
In the middle?
Iowa, Idaho. I don't know. Anyway, but you should ask me when I'm sober.
Okay.
But anyway, so while we've been on this break,
while we've been on this break,
we visited Mama,
Mhm.
Old Ways, New Times. We visited Hope. We visited
Go for Green.
Go for Green. And we visited Alderman Farms.
Somebody just asked.
Somebody just asked what?
She just asked.
Oh, how many pigs did we
how
get?
many we get?
Like 9.
We got like 5 adults and 4 piglets.
Yes.
And I think a couple of the adults are pregnant.
Indiana. That's right. I know it began with an I.
Right in the middle.
Yep.
Mm.
Now, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who is your favorite?
Yes, Kitty, you can. My favorite. Oh. I don't think I can pick one. Because Mama's
Mama.
Mama's like family. And
Mhm.
Julie's like my sister. So
Now,
that's...
when we're talking about Mama,
Mhm.
okay, 1, okay, don't go in her little closet thing. There are things in there that will molest you. And 2, don't let her just, she'll be nice and she'll slow down her walk when she's walking like Walmart.
Oh my gosh, she
or
is the biggest
Do not
vlogger.
make the statement of, no, just go ahead and walk.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and
catch up
walk
with you.
normal.
Holy cow.
Look, Flash was panting, trying to keep up with her.
Hey,
that
Woody.
woman can move.
She can. Like, I walk fast, and I was having a hard time keeping up.
Yeah, but
And
you
which
do.
is even more interesting because, I mean, she just crazy moves. Crazy moves.
Now,
So anyway.
don't ever plan on sticking to one subject in a conversation with her because she can't do it. There are more squirrels in that woman's head than in the national forest. I love her to death. She's
But
like
she-
my second mama,
but the best
and
part
I will
is-
bust anybody in the mouth that talks bad about her. But I love her to death.
But the best part is she'll even call it out. She'll
Yeah.
be talking to like squirrel.
Yep. Sorry, I had a squirrel there. She'll say,
Mhm.
and you'll just sit there.
Just wait.
Now,
She'll come back
The
around.
great thing is if you get her laughing, I'm not gonna ruin it. You gotta go visit them if they'll let you come and visit, and get her laughing, and it's the joy of.
She's funny.
There's not.
And
that
talk
many.
about hospitable.
Yes.
I mean, like, the best.
They took us to this cupcake place,
Yeah,
and
it was
I gained like 30 pounds.
just looking at the cupcake.
They were awesome cupcakes, expensive cupcakes, but
But
it's
good.
one of those things that you have to do. You got to do it this way.
Every once in a while, right? Yeah.
Now, let's switch on over and go over to Tennessee with Hope.
Another one that's like family.
Yes. Even though she didn't give us anything to drink the very first time we were there. She was so nervous, she didn't offer us a drink. She just kept talking. Now.
And then it was like 4 hours later, we were
Yeah.
like, we gotta go. And the
Now.
first thing we did was stop and get a drink somewhere.
Hope is the kind of person that when she calls you friend, you're a friend, and if she sees anybody dogging you, she will punch them in the mouth.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you something. She got on a live stream because I can't get on a whole lot of them, but she got on late one night, and she basically called you out. You were there, but she was saying how, you know, we were telling everybody that we were just really busy, and she even though I tried to let you dehydrate.
I was dehydrated, and then left us at Burger King. Just took off, wouldn't say bye or nothing. Just, I was like, wow.
And I owed her money too, and she just took off, and I was like, but I don't even remember what I was going to say.
I don't know either. But
Oh, she in the live stream, she was saying, guys, come on now, pay attention. Jason has always been busy.
Mm-hmm.
He's not just busy. It's all this, stuff. And so she was always one to just call it how it is and say, look, shame on you.
Now, the one bad thing about Hope is my adopted sister.
Mm-hmm.
And I have had to put myself in check a couple of times when I've been hanging out in her live streams and the trolls were attacking her. I mean, I got like fighting mad.
Yes.
Because I look at her like she's my little sister.
Mm-hmm.
And we just have a great time every time we're together. Anytime that you can meet Hope's
Did she
homestead.
just say I thought you were over me? What do you mean by that?
I know I'm over the fact that she said she was going to come down here and visit and hasn't come yet.
Mm-hmm.
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 So
I won't let people talk crap about my brother. Only I can do that.
Exactly.
Exactly.
now let's scoot on over to Alabama, where we went to go see Go for Green and Full Spectrum Survival.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me tell you what. Daniel's greenhouse has the potential
To be fantastic.
to be phenomenal.
And I'm sure at one time it was.
Yeah. Now he's been hit by some storms, just hard.
And also some heat stroke.
Yeah.
Like, he's had some really rough stuff. So.
And he's going through a little bit of a hard time right now.
Mm-hmm.
But his place has the potential to be just
Something awesome.
outstanding. And he's got some really cool tropical plants in there and everything.
Yeah.
Now, Brad from Full Spectrum Survival, I had to say, what you see on the video is who he is in person.
Exactly.
His brain is always going.
Yeah.
He's always on the move, always thinking about something, doing something,
Right.
and his brain is always in the prepper mentality.
Yeah.
He's always
You can see it. He's always scanning and thinking and.
Well, like where he put his tiny house, I got to see where that tiny house was going, and it was all in the prepper mentality where it was getting set up. Man knows his stuff.
Yes.
Now, let's skip on over, and they're great people too, both of them. Daniel and Brad, great people. We just had a really good time. Let's skip on over to Mississippi. Now, we went to Alderman Farms. They, I mean, I don't think there's words to articulate the hospitality that we got welcomed in there like we were family. Now, I'll admit, Tommy is a lot shorter than I thought he was.
And you were taller than he thought you were.
I was a little surprised by that.
And even Patty said she thought I was shorter than I was. They thought we were both short, and we were like,
And
our average size.
Patty is a wonderful one. I love Patty. Wonderful woman. She backed me on a couple of disagreements Robin and I were having.
And without getting in my face, got in my face.
It was awesome. It was awesome. But she was speaking out of experience and out of love.
Right. No, I didn't take it that way.
They opened up the camper for us to stay. If the rain and stuff we got so busy just sitting around chewing the fat and visiting and fellowshipping that we were going to do some
really fun
videos and stuff while we were down there for their channel and stuff.
But any of y'all that are here that we've visited know that we're not really big on pulling out the camera when we're visiting. So it was kind of the same thing. And Tommy kept saying, well, let's grab our camera, let's do this. And I was like, that's fine if you want to make a video, but we didn't bring one. We're not, I mean, that's not why we're here.
Now, Robin made Tommy a little, she knitted him or crocheted him a beanie cap.
Yeah.
On the way down there.
Because I was told.
Yeah. And that man wore it in Home Depot.
In the middle of Home Depot.
He didn't even care. He was awesome. Now, one negative thing when Tommy was riding in my truck, he forgot I wasn't from there. And we would get to talking, and I'd be sitting at a stop sign for a good 2-3 minutes. And then he'd be like, oh, I forgot. You don't know where you're going. Turn here. You know, but I mean, if you got to say something bad about every trip, that's what I would say about the visit to Alderman Farms. Me and Tommy would get to talking in there, and he would forget that I'm not from there. And forget to tell me which way I'm supposed to go.
Hope said we would be banned from YouTube over some of the funny stuff we talked about. Yeah.
Amen.
And see, that's it. Yeah. Steve said, didn't see a camera while you were here. Nope. Not the only thing we did was the live stream, and we were so sore at that point about what had just happened. I mean, like, we almost turned around and didn't go to their house. Like, we were this close. And then, of course, Mama threatened to drive all the way to Georgia to
smack me.
Smack him. And so we decided, you know, you yelled at me over my blinker.
Yep.
So
I'm supposed
anyway.
to know where I'm supposed to go.
Yep.
But overall, all of our visits were very positive. The places that we visited were overwhelmingly loving. And so if you got the opportunity to go visit with Hope, Mama Old Ways, Alderman Farms,
just not that they're going to open up their
Spectrum.
house for everybody, but if you get a chance to actually meet
just sit and meet them, just like how we did with Cockeye. Like, we never been to Cockeye's place.
Yeah.
Cockeye's been here, but we met at a Steak and Shake first, and we almost shut Steak and Shake down. I think they were open 24 hours. They were kind of like, y'all need to go.
We're running out of sunlight.
Y'all been here a long time. Y'all need to go. You know, Pooper Scooper.
Yeah. Well, now we've done live streams with him here.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't. Yeah.
I love when we go to hang out with Pooper Scooper, and I love it when he comes here. Him and I just, without having to say anything, we click. And it's just one of those things.
And we've got a birthday we got to plan, because right after the conference, we got to come back here, and Ladessa's birthday is like 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later, yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm your favorite because you've come 3 times. Has it been 3? I thought it was 4, but something like that. But anyway.
I don't know. Our next person on our list.
From Alderman's, you were only an hour and a half. See, you know, and here's the funny thing. I got another message.
I didn't even know that.
Well, she's in Louisiana. I got another message.
We're at in Louisiana because we're planning a trip to New Orleans.
She's close to my family.
Oh. Is she close to Dee, how close are you to New Orleans? Because we are saving for a trip for my birthday to go to New Orleans because I want to visit New Orleans. It's one of the places on my bucket list.
Yeah, because we've already done 2 of mine.
Yeah,
so.
I wanna do the French Quarter, and I can't do the Mardi Gras thing because there's gonna be too many stupid people there. But
so we're gonna go around his birthday, which is like several weeks later after Mardi Gras this year.
So
yeah, the girls always have a blast together too. That's true, absolutely. Gotta go, guys. We're off to Homestead at Dad's house and headed home now. Oh, okay.
Awesome.
All right,
cases,
well, good night. Be careful.
Cases are on the list for us to go visit. There's a couple of homesteads yet.
Well, what I was gonna say is, Jennifer, Farmer Meemaw, she was like, you know what?
One question: did we go down I-75? I think so.
85. I don't remember Suburban.
That's another one that we got. We're gonna go to the farmers market.
And we need to do it here pretty soon before. Worked in New Orleans, 1 hour. We'll meet you. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna go to New Orleans.
We'll let you know when it gets closer.
It's gonna be in March. So we're planning on going in March. I want to go to Cafe du Monde and have cafe au lait and beignets.
There's 2 ghost tours that I've been reading about, and I want to go on both of them.
You don't even need to go on a ghost tour when you go to New Orleans. All you got to do is walk through some of the, like they have cemeteries in the middle of the city. And you can
I know,
walk
we saw
right
them
through.
as we were going. See, we're taking a train
Yes.
down there because we took a train down there for our cousin's wedding, and it was the.
It was so awesome. Like we'll never
experience
fly ever again.
If we can take a train
we'll
somewhere,
go to a train.
we're gonna take the train.
Mhm.
If we gotta fly, we gotta fly.
Yeah.
You know, but if we can take
really
the train,
not.
we're hopping the train
Yeah.
because it's just the best experience.
Mhm. Yeah, we were pretty excited about that. We had a really good time when we went, except for you having to turn in the car at 4 o'clock in the morning.
That was fun. That was fun.
You couldn't even handle my mom's house. I know, right?
But see, that kind of stuff is just very cool to me.
Mhm.
You know, yeah, like at Hope's mom's house, I was on the edge of my seat. I was on the edge of my seat. And I wanted to see that Confederate soldier so bad. I wanted to see him so bad. But yet, I was like right there from making a new doorway.
Marie LeBeau's.
You know? So, that's just, I mean, that's just me. I kind of like those things. Like, I got a wall full of Stephen King books and, you know, Edgar Allan Poe. And, you know, I love any old movie that has his name just went right out of my head. Vincent Price. You know, all the old Alfred Hitchcocks. You know, my thing has always been that if Alfred Hitchcock, Stephen King, and Wes Craven and Vincent Price got together and made a TV show or a movie, people would die.
People would pee their pants. On
People
the way
would
out.
have strokes and heart attacks from watching that one.
Yeah, so we're definitely planning on New Orleans. We gotta go through, we're gonna go. And actually, Suburban will probably hook up with you outside of Atlanta because
We're going to leave out of Toccoa. There's a Toccoa. I've been doing a little research. There's an Amtrak station in Toccoa.
oh, okay.
So that's a lot closer. So that way
How's the book coming? It's coming slowly. I've been working on it a little bit at a time, but we've got so much going on, and I'm starting to try and get for real.
She's putting too much thought into it. She is having a hard time deciding which. Every time she thinks she knows what oil she's going to put in there.
No, I have all 10. I have all 10 picked out. My thing is
This
deciding how much. No, you haven't read it. You don't know.
Well, you know I haven't read it.
But the thing is that I don't know how much detail I need to go into each oil. That's my big thing. And how much anecdote versus how much history versus how much properties, that kind of thing. So that's kind of what I'm struggling with right now. Okay, talk about Squirrel. You were talking about Apollo. Is he okay?
Yes, Apollo's fine.
Oh.
He's just got some major.
We literally left the house for an hour and a half to go
anxiety.
eat dinner, and he
went through a window.
He jumped out. No, he didn't break the window. The window was open.
Yeah.
But he got up on something that was propped up against the wall and jumped out the window clearing, which could not have been good because the window clearing is only about like this. So I'm sure it was somewhat of a tight fit. And then it was almost 2 stories. I mean, because it's up almost a full. Well, there's a full walk-in crawl space up underneath it. I mean, if you think, well, not 2, a full story. I'm sorry, but I mean, he was up. He wasn't like kind of level with the ground. He was, I mean, it was a good bit up, and it was just. And the thing is he was showing absolutely no sign. Like, we pulled up in the driveway. He was, you know, and we.
And see, and that's what's scary about Roddies. They have such a high tolerance for pain.
We're worried he might hurt.
You know, like my very first Roddy, his name was Jake. Well, it really wasn't my Roddy. It was my mom and daddy's Roddy.
Mm-hmm.
But he used to love the tennis ball.
Mm-hmm.
And you would throw the tennis ball. Well, one day he jumped up in midair, grabbed the tennis ball, and he landed funny. He did a little, and then come running back with the tennis ball, and he acted like he was fine. Well, because of that little, he ended up getting hip dysplasia.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to put him down early. And so I'm a little afraid now that Apollo may have done something like that to himself. and
Ugh.
that may have.
Holy crap. So we're not the only ones dealing with
Yeah.
this. My shepherd mix has torn through 3 doors over the years, and we left the other day, and now there's a hole in the bedroom wall.
Off Grid 40 says his dog has separation
Mhm.
anxiety too. You know,
Yeah.
so
Kitty, okay, so Suburban says one day she's just going to show up in our driveway. And Kitty said, Suburban, you and me both. And Suburban's like, Kitty, let's do it.
yeah, come on, Shimon.
Shimon, you just might want to call us because we've gotten a little sensitive about people just coming straight down the driveway.
Yes and no.
We're always very cautious
Yes.
of who's coming down the driveway.
You know, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, look, we are seriously thinking about
Try a thunder shirt. Yeah, we could try that, I
what's
guess.
the thunder shirt?
That's one of those for anxiety. It's supposed to be for like, they originally devised them for like thunderstorm dogs that have anxiety during like thunderstorms and
Mhm.
stuff. And it's basically the same concept of it as a kid. Really?
Mm-hmm.
As a kid who has
What?
like autism.
You're not drinking it?
Yes, I am.
You're milking it.
He's just not used to Jason being home. Yeah, that's probably
Yeah,
a
that's
little
probably
bit
what
of
it
it.
is. Yeah.
But if he would behave around the cows, we'd just take him with us. But we know they're already skittish. Like, all you have to do is move a quarter of an inch. And that's what happened to me Thursday. I was spraying down the cows
Wow, how did we go from Apollo to the cat?
because bringing Apollo to the cows. But that's the only reason why I'm worried about taking him up there is because they're so skittish just in general.
And Off Grid 40 says his dog likes to go for car rides and be with him every second of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot, like my new truck,
Mm-hmm.
and if you haven't seen my new truck, you got to go over to the Alderman Farms thing where he
Bear
did that
sighting or whatever.
bear sighting thing. He shows it. Tommy liked my truck. He talked a little smack about my truck. It's okay, I love Tommy. He's not.
He talked smack about it.
He said that there was a butler
It
in
was
the
being
back.
funny. That was funny.
Well, which was absolutely funny.
Exactly.
Anyway.
He wasn't talking smack. It was being funny.
But I got to keep a comforter in the back seat because if you so much as open the door and Apollo's outside, phoom, he's in the truck. Like the other day, it was absolutely so funny. Robin opened up the passenger side door and walked away. Well, Apollo got up and sat down in the truck and just sat there. And she started fussing at me. He looking at her like, "This is my seat. Who are you kidding? You get in the back." And it was kind of funny and a little comical to watch a grown woman and a dog argue over who was riding shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Now, inevitably, I had to step in and the dog lost because I like sleeping in my bed. But
Which
he got,
apparently he does too.
but he
That's
got
a
in the
whole
back
other
seat and it
struggle.
was so funny. He got in the back seat and he laid down and he
He
went,
put his head because there's a middle console right there between the two, and it's a freestanding thing. It's not like part of a seat, so it's open to the back seat. So he literally took his head and plopped it down on it, and he looked up at it and he was like, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. So, and then today, man, that dog is so awesome. This morning, the kids woke up to go start off to the dairy, and then we were going to come right behind them. We're waiting on them to round up the cows. Because Ladessa is like
the cow
the cow whisperer. She's like really good at rounding up the cows. So, we were getting ready to start getting up, and I heard Apollo's pause. And I'm thinking, no way, he is jumping out that freaking window again. I was freaking out. So I finally get up, because I didn't hear any more noise. So I get up, and I look, and he's in the living room, and he's just staring at something. And I was like, I don't know if a field mouse got in or something. Because one of his anxiety attacks, he tried to rip a hole in the floor to get up underneath the door outside. So now we have this little bit of a gap. So,
yeah, we got to fix that.
so every once in a while, we'll have a field mouse come in, and then Apollo runs them out. So anyway,
Which is
I thought,
very entertaining on a tile
right,
floor.
so I
by
thought
the way.
that's what it was.
I don't know if I want to fix it or not. I'll pay the electric bill for going up because the AC's going out just to watch Apollo chase a mouse on
It
the
really
tile
hasn't
floor,
gone up
'cause
that
it
much.
is just,
Because every time I've tried putting a
it's
pool
better than an
noodle.
old Three Stooges episode.
I try to put a pool noodle under there, and he just tears it up. So anyway,
He wants his friends to come in so he can play tag.
yeah. So anyway, I go out there thinking that's what it is. I turn the light on, and there's a duckling in my house. And unbeknownst to me, my daughter has brought in a duckling from outside and has been rearing it. And it got out of its cage, and apparently she didn't close the laundry room door last night because that's where she's been keeping it. And it got out into the dining room, and Apollo was trying to, I'm hoping he was trying to bring it back to where it was supposed to be, not
He
to
wanted
eat
to
it.
McDugget.
A McDugget. We tried a towel,
He pulls it out.
or if it rains, it gets wet. So when people start walking over it, it starts to get wet. So that didn't work. So I finally got just a mat.
I just
and we
need to
put a
go
mat
get
over
that
it.
bottom weather
The,
stripping stuff.
the replacement part on the bottom of the door is
Yeah.
what tore off.
But
So anyway.
Carol, we just ordered Carol.
Wait,
her
what does she call them?
McFlurries.
McFlurries. We were talking about it today. And she said, I want some McFlurries. And we were like, McDonald's is right down the street. What are you talking about?
Backstory is when before we moved up here, she was raising Millie Florals. Right? Is that how you say it?
Fleurs.
Millie Fleurs.
Mm-hmm.
A little French chicken. Okay? And she hatched out 4 eggs.
And all 4 of them.
She got 1 roux and
3 hens. Like, you
3
couldn't
hens.
plan it
And you
any
couldn't
better.
plan it, yeah. And she raised them up. They started breeding. Well, she ended up getting herself a nice little tiny little flock of like 25
Yeah,
of
she
them.
had like 20, 25 of them.
And she was selective breeding. And she was going to be trying to get them up to show.
Mm-hmm.
When we moved up here,
And she was excited because we were moving around the time of the state fair or the county fair. So she had this all planned out that she was going to be able to show them at the county fair.
so hey country girl, so we moved up here and we brought them up here and we put them in a little chicken tractor.
And we were back and forth between the houses moving stuff up.
And some coyotes got them.
And we got the whole flock.
They got
All
the
in
whole
one
flock.
night. Because we went in the next morning and they were gone.
And so she's been patiently waiting until we could afford to.
Because they're expensive.
They're very
like
expensive.
$4 or $5 a chick.
And so we ordered her a dozen
Mm-hmm.
today. So we ordered her a dozen today. And
It's
then we
almost
come in
$100
straight run.
to be able, yeah. And they're straight runs, so
they're
we don't
straight
know what
runs,
we're
so
getting.
we don't know what we're getting. So please pray that she gets
A couple of females,
a
so
couple,
we,
a good 3-4 hens.
yeah, so we can have a breeding.
So that way she can start to do her selective breeding stuff again, and that way she can show them. And because that was one of the things that was really
broke her
helpful.
heart, yeah.
Well, it was really helpful to get her doing research, to doing schoolwork, and because at a young age, trying to get a kid to research something is just next to
A
impossible.
little painful, yeah.
And
But when it's something they enjoy,
when it's
then,
something that they want to learn more about,
yeah.
they want to do it. So now she's going to have to research this stuff over again to refresh her brain of what the judges and stuff are going to be looking for.
And be looking for a video, because we have a couple of tidbits of advice that we've learned over the last couple of weeks that we're going to be sharing, and probably look for that maybe next weekend.
Yeah. And you have
to build it like like a prison. That's right.
And
Well, you saw a really cool video the other day where they put electric fencing around it. So,
Sibley's practical living and prepping. How you doing?
hey, Robin and Jason, hello.
So, so we ordered those. Those should be here in a couple of days. So
And then she has to figure out what she wants to put them in, what kind of coop or whatever.
So we're gonna build her up a nice little coop and put them in. We're probably just gonna let her take over like the blue or the red or the yellow coop that has the automatic waterers stuff in. We need to get some more chicken cups.
Because they're a bantam, so they're a smaller chicken. They're not like these big, huge chickens.
So they'll do good in those. And we'll probably space some of those out so that way she can, as her flock goes,
She can select which ones where she wants to put them. Yeah.
Ladessa has pretty much
Decided.
weaseled her way into a job at the dairy. She informed me the other day that when she's done with high school, she's going to figure out a way to make a lot of money, and she's buying a ranch where she's going to have cows.
100 acres.
Yeah, she's going to have 100 acres. She's going to have cows. She's going to have chickens, ducks, sheep, goats, horses, and alpacas. And I said, I was all right with her all the way up to the alpacas. And I was like,
Alpaca?
baby, why alpacas? She said, Daddy, say their name. Alpaca. How cool is that?
They're just cool.
They're just cool. You gotta have a cool animal on your homestead.
I'm like, okay.
I'm like, all right. And I said, I'll figure out how to get her. And I said, so what you're telling me is you don't want Daddy to spend money on a fancy wedding. You just want me to buy you 100 acres. She said, that would be awesome.
Forget about the wedding.
Okay.
Who needs a husband?
So she insists on going to the dairy all the time. And right now she's making $20 a week because really all she can do is spray them down and do a little bit of cleaning. But she has proven here in the last couple of days that she can also dip the cow, so we're probably going to give her a little bit of a pay raise.
Well, now, hold on. Let's get into this not so sticky, but sticky comments here. This is not child labor. It's incentive. It's like she's getting money for her chores, but her dedication of wanting to go out there and help every day, we're rewarding her for that, is what it is. So don't think that she's like being dragged there, because it's a job. What it is she really enjoys going up there. She was telling me today, she said, I absolutely love going up to the dairy. And she does. Like, it's 3-4 o'clock, and she's like, okay, it's time to go. And she loves going and
she wakes
the
up
springers.
at 4:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
She went and bought her first cup.
Yeah, she bought herself
an insulated cup.
One of those Ozark Trail insulated cups.
And she has to have her cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And she just goes with it and rolls with it, and she gets upset if we don't let her do things.
Yeah, because she's trying to put the milkers on, and I'm like, you just can't. You're not tall enough. She can barely reach over to dip them right now.
And every time my boss comes down,
hey Susan,
she is in his hip pocket because he knows a lot about
everything.
cows. And he just sometimes he just goes off with her, and then she comes back like a sponge. She's learned so much about what to look for with the hips and the hooves and the udders and all kinds of stuff.
It cracks me up because she'll say uterus and she doesn't even know what it is. She's like, I think that cow has a uterus infection.
Yeah.
Because he's told her what to look for, and that means she has a uterus infection, but she doesn't know what a uterus is. She has no idea.
I think she knows what a uterus is. She knows that's where the baby calf
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. But she knows, when Willie will tell her, he's like, that cow has a uterus infection, and she'll walk by and she'll be like, that's the one that has a uterus infection. We're like, do you even know what a uterus is?
Yeah.
Or we learned we did a disservice to her. We never watched a whole lot of Winnie the Pooh or anything, Mickey Mouse or anything like that with her. And so the other day, we've been calling one cow, we call her Eeyore, because her ears droop. Most cows' ears,
they're
are
up,
and her ears are, they're perky. And hers,
one of the ways that you can tell that if a cow is sick, the ears are drooping, their eyeballs are
kind of sunk in,
and they're just always got their head
kinda
down,
moping.
kind of moping. Well, we have a cow that's just depressed. She's just depressed.
But she milks like a champ.
Yeah.
I mean, she's an awesome milker.
Yeah. And we can't really find anything
There's nothing wrong with her. We've tested her for everything we can test her for.
And so we called her Eeyore.
Mm-hmm.
We named her Eeyore.
But Ladessa has no idea who Eeyore is. Just no clue.
So she calls it the depressed cow.
The depressed cow. Like she... so she'll say, it was the depressed cow, and so I just think it's funny. She knows what depressed means, but she has no idea who Eeyore is.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So that's, I mean, there's two sides of that coin, you know, but I think.
But then with Ladessa, we were telling her about how we pulled the calf, and she was all excited. But then you have the other end of the spectrum where you have Carol.
And she's like, I don't want to have anything to do with that.
She's like, nope, not getting my hands anywhere.
I'll stay here and
that
cook.
Cow. just give me a menu. I will cook all day long. I will watch the dog, but I am not going to touch a cow with half of a calf hanging out.
Yeah. And so, well, we are raising the calves. Most of the bull calves are automatically ours unless he has a very high market for them.
But they are raising them right now, and he's actually got Ladessa giving them names.
Yeah, he's got Ladessa naming them, which I may stop that because one of the calves that she named got the scours and ammonia and then died.
And it ripped her little heart out.
And one of the how do you say it, headbutting issues I have with my boss is sometimes I believe with all my heart he pulls them calves. He makes me pull the calves too early. And I like them to stay a good 24, 48, 72 hours with mom.
72. Like, I mean, we want all of that colostrum gone.
You know, when they're here on my homestead, I let the calves stay with mom for a week.
Like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been like 2 weeks, and we just wait until 2 weeks is up before we do milk.
So that way, and I've never had a sick calf, and I've never had mastitis with mom.
Never.
Now, granted, I'm not selling the milk to a commercial dairy,
and we're not worrying about
I'm not
volume.
I'm not under a contract,
or buttercream or anything like that.
You know, so I know that does play a lot into it, and I understand
we
that.
We get it, but
sometimes I think he just pulls them too early. But I don't know a lot about cows.
And it could be we're not educated well enough. It could just be that we don't know, but the ones that we felt like got pulled too early are the ones that have passed away. So.
And so she had one that she named Annabeth that got pneumonia and died, and it broke her heart.
Yeah, she was crying for a while over that.
But hey,
we've had a T-bone, we've had a sirloin. We've had a Monterey Jack because we had a bull that was a Jersey.
We had a cheddar.
We had a cheddar. We've had a daisy, so like a dollop of daisy. Yeah. So we've had a lot of. Well, the last one was Baldy. What was the T-bone? Was the one that we ate before?
Yeah, T-bone.
So, like naming your pig pork chop. Yeah. I mean, like, but see, the thing is that we're not necessarily eating these, especially the females, because they're going to end up being raised as heifers that turn into milk cows. So with those, that's why she came up with another. What was the one that she?
Ladessa is 9.
She's gonna be 10 October 25th. But she came up with a great one. I can't remember, but she had some. Oh, Reba McIntyre. Yeah. So, but she comes up with some cute little names, but she had named that one Annabeth, and that was her thing. So.
All right, Donna. Have a good night.
So. Anyway.
So we going on with that subject of getting the bull calves. We are going to be able to offer on a more regular basis and a more volume now of grass-fed beef.
Yes.
So I've had one person that they're all the way up in Tennessee, that maybe it's a 6-hour ride, and depending upon the prices, they will probably come and pick it up. Right. We're also going to be, now thanks to Tommy Alderman, we're going to be able to offer pastured pork, pastured pig, and we will be offering chickens as well, meat birds as well. We're going to be building some major big chicken tractors. We bought some plans to get some big chicken tractors, and we're going to be putting them out on pasture. So if you guys would like a price list of the prices that we're offering, please go ahead and email us at bigbearfarms@hotmail.com. If one of my wrenches could put that email address up for me, I would appreciate it, and we will send you the price list. If you are coming from a long distance to pick them up, you can also get a free farm tour while you're coming to pick up your stuff. We'll set aside just a day for you guys to come, or a couple hour block. You guys to come pick up your meat, do a farm tour, we'll chew the fat a little bit, and go
do
from
it all
there.
that way.
But
Suburban, you're right. It's hard to not get attached when you're hand raising animals. One of the hardest lessons we had to learn was when we were raising an orphan piglet, and
that's funny. Off grid 40.
We had a piglet. Literally, she had like 12 piglets, and she pushed them all out.
Yeah.
And Blaze walked up on 11 of them frozen, and one of them just barely alive. And we had just moved here, so we didn't know anybody to be able to get any kind of colostrum or anything. So I had to run to Tractor Supply, wait on it to open, and get something and bring it back, some goat's milk or something. And we bottle raised that piglet, and we actually have old videos. You look like 4 years ago. We have,
How to get
or
a
2
pig
years
to
ago,
take
3 years ago, whatever it was, to get a baby piglet to take a bottle.
Yeah.
And we raised that thing until it was 250, almost 300 pounds. But the problem was, as he got older, he wanted to still be that, just like a lap dog that's 150 pounds, he wanted to still be that lap pig. And it was just a nightmare, because that strong snout, I mean, he could hurt somebody.
Yeah.
And so it became a point where we had to, kind of distance ourselves, and then we poured him full of beef and cheddars and all the stuff that when I was at work, I had all the wasted stuff. So we have curly fries and beef and cheddars, and when it was all said and done, I mean, he was delicious, but we learned that it's a very delicate thing to raise, especially a pig by hand. Can become very dangerous.
Very dangerous. So, well, we've been on a little over an hour. We don't want to make it too long. Those that missed it, that may want to come back and watch it. So we are going to call it a night. I want to thank Cab 7 and D for making me eat a little bit of crow with their donations through the super chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I want to thank all, I think we had a close 60 something people in here tonight. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming by. All of you that have sent emails and Facebook messages and text messages and
Facebook and everything,
YouTube messages,
right.
Sending us all the love and stuff, and telling us that you guys missed us. I don't want to go naming names or anything, but because I'll forget somebody, and I don't mean to.
But you know who you are.
You know who you are. You guys, awesome. Thank you for the love. And
no, just be looking. We've got a couple of videos that we've been, tossing around ideas, and we definitely have some good ideas on some videos we want to put together.
we got some real cool stuff coming out. We just got to get the time to make the videos.
Yeah.
I think you guys will absolutely enjoy it. Again, we're going to be putting out educational videos, how to do this, how to do that. where to get this, where to get that. And the live streams are going to be just kind of like tonight. We're just going to be looking to chew some fat, have some fun, talk about
What's
stuff
going on?
that we got going on here on the homestead,
Mhm.
and leave the drama for your mama. 'Cause
There you go.
We don't want any of it here. So thank you guys for coming in and spending a little over an hour with us. We love you. Thank you. Remember, be kind to one another. You don't know what that other person's going through. Just because they're acting like a jerk don't take it personal. They might be going through some hard thing, that God's putting them through right then and there.
Mhm.
And please do your part to help take care of this planet, because it's the only one we got. We love you guys, and we will maybe see you tomorrow. Be looking at the Big Bear Homestead group page on Facebook for that announcement. If we do come on tomorrow, it'll be an essential oils class from Robin. Thank you guys. We love you, and have a great night.
Good night.